Hello guys and welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be talking about how I've managed to lose over 20 pounds. Yes, 20 pounds. It wasn't an easy journey, but if you want to know how I did it, stay tuned. So I would like to talk about how I've lost over 20 pounds, and yes, that was not an easy journey, and of course it wasn't overnight. I basically, let me go back with my story. I gained my weight basically during pregnancy, when I was pregnant with my first child basically. And I was like 230 pounds after I had my last daughter. And it was really hard to get rid of that weight. And my last daughter now is 8 years. So I am still working on it, but I'm just talking about my weight loss journey here. And what I've lost weight and gained, lost and gained, lost and gained. And what I realized is that I was not being consistent. When I was being consistent with my workouts, I was losing weight very quickly, without little efforts, but the only thing I was doing was just exercising in the morning, quick workouts and so forth, not even an hour. But I was working, in the whole marketing department, marketing area at my job, and it was pretty, how should I say, it was really time consuming, and it required a lot of my time. So, and then I had kids to balance, marriage and everything. So it was really hard for me to get up early in the morning before I go to work to exercise. And my work day started from 8 to 5, but being a manager, I had to finish. Sometimes it may go beyond that, right? So it was very difficult for me to exercise. So eventually the company that I used to work for laid me off. And I used that opportunity that's where I started my own business. And I also decided to take care of myself, put me first. Because when I was working, I was, of course, putting the company first, the company I work for first. So I decided to put myself first and, take care of myself, and as well take care of my family. Because, if you're feeling good, everyone around you will feel good as well, right? Because this energy you will exert, will share, and, people will feel that energy. Okay, so I've decided that I would exercise, and I started to exercise early in the morning. And I would do probably like half an hour to 45 minutes. Very rare, I will do an hour of exercise. And I was actually looking for something that was easy, something that didn't require too much jumping or running or, any of this stuff, because I'm not an athletic person. I don't really like athletics, but I know I like to look good. So I know that exercising is a sacrifice and is the way for me to look good. So I exercise. Eventually, the weight started to, fall off with little effort, and I remain consistent, because I remain exercising consistently for probably over a year. What I realized is that around Christmas time, I would stop, because I run a jewelry business where I sell jewelry. And of course, when the sale is coming, and sometimes orders will come, all 10 persons will call me, and I do this locally. Right? So if persons are interested, they will call you, they'll WhatsApp you and say, hey, I'm interested in this jewelry. I would like to get it in the morning. I would like to get it whenever. So I basically, push aside my exercising, because, hey, this was my my source of income, one of my sources of income. So I decided to, push exercising away that time, the Christmas season, so I could actually make my dollar. Anyway, so let us jump into the eating, what I ate. So basically, what I ate during that time was, well, during the time I decided to take my exercise seriously, I did so many things, guys. I tried intermittent fasting. I tried the low carbs diet. That didn't work. And I also incorporated apple cider vinegar in my diet. The low carb thing, that didn't work. I really that didn't work for me. That was not for me. So basically what I did, I ate my normal meals, right? I incorporated, basically I cook almost everything. And of course, in my country, if we purchase food outside anywhere else, it is basically food persons cook themselves. It's not like, we live in a small country. So for example, if you go into a KFC or McDonald's somewhere in the States or Canada, their small will be our large, right? So when you go to buy food, it's not really a lot of food you'll get, and it'll be basically someone cooking it. So most times it really don't have much salt or sugar. It's like home cooked food that someone is selling. So so when you cook food, so when you purchase cooked food outside, it's not like it's loaded with a whole heap of stuff that you really don't know. Okay. And so basically is a small business person who is cooking and selling food. So it is not so you could actually eat out even though you're trying to lose weight. And sometimes I would purchase food, okay? And but most of the time I try to cook my own food. And when I cook my food, I would try to probably do soups at least 2 to 3 times a week. And my kids love soup, so it is sort of encouraging for me to cook soup. And basically all these, well, intermittent fasting, let me get to that. The intermittent fasting, whew, that, yes, contributed definitely to my weight loss. And you see, naturally, when I was working, you have to, when you are working, anybody's working, you're forced to eat this in this time span. Early in the morning, then you have lunch, and then you have your dinner, and then you snack in between. But when I'm home, I would eat when I am hungry. So sometimes I would have my breakfast probably around 10, and then I would have my lunch probably around 3, 4, around there. So sometimes my lunch would fill me up and I wouldn't even feel hungry as much for dinner. Sometimes for dinner I may have a handful of nuts, just to, a handful of nuts, basically, just to get something there, just to eat. I don't really feel hungry, but I may feel like munching on something, so I may have nuts, or I may have popcorn, and I will have some tea with that, or even juice. And that's the other thing, I don't drink a lot of juice, but I do make a lot of juice here at home, mainly for the kids. But the juice we use is more natural juice. We may have lime, lemons, oranges. We have Gospo, this different type of citrus fruits. So I will make a lot of juice, and of course control the sugar, and I would put that there in the refrigerator so the kids can have something, if when they actually eat their meal for lunch, for school. So I would always have juice actually put there, especially during the school period. But I don't consume a lot of juice. So when I'm eating my food, I would drink water mainly, or tea, right? Sometimes I try to get tea. I would drink and when I drink tea, I don't use any sugar with my tea. So yeah, I use a lot of natural tea, so I will use a lot of I will boil lemongrass and ginger, and these sort of natural, we call it bush tea in the Caribbean here, but those natural tea, I think I may show you a clip, because I always have that in my kitchen, so I'll show you, put a picture here of what it actually looked like. Okay, so I use a lot of these kind of tea, and I love to taste my tea, right? I don't like to taste sugar in the tea. I think the sugar takes away the flavor from my tea. So I do not like my tea bags, any of my herb tea with sugar. Sometimes I may use honey if I'm sick, but for the most part I use my tea without any sugar. Okay, so basically guys, this is how I actually lost my weight. And of course, I know you may want to know the time span, but I actually got serious with my exercising journey probably about 2 years ago, and I've lost this amount in 2 years. And the thing, I know it is not quick, but what I realize is that the slower it is, the better it is, and the longer it will stay off, because I've had weight loss. I've lost weight like probably 7 pounds in probably 2 weeks, and in like that, if I just stop exercising, the weight will come right back on. I'll pack it on with more. So what I realize now is that even though I stop exercising for a little while, I will not gain that much weight back, because I have a routine. I would get up every morning and exercise. If I don't exercise, I don't eat much during the day, and I'm always active. I never sit down during the day, so I'm always cleaning, just up doing something, washing. In the Caribbean, we don't use dryers, so we actually have to hang our clothes outside. So we hang clothes, I hang the clothes, I will go pick it up. So I'm always up and down, moving around. And I think that is another element, towards my weight loss goal, my weight loss journey. So if you guys have any questions for me, please insert it in the comments below, and I will be more than willing to answer. And if you would like to follow my journey, because I plan to do more like challenges and so forth on this channel, just to document my weight loss journey, because I am not where I want to be. All right, I'm currently 194. I started probably around 2 something, probably 210 or more, but I really want to be probably 170 maybe, so yeah. So if you want to get on the journey with me and follow exactly what I do, I will try my best to document my workout routine. I already have one going, that is the Workout with Joe. I'm doing that for 5 days, and I'll be trying different exercises at home workouts. So if you're interested, please like and follow my channel. Okay, so until then guys, we'll chat next time. Bye bye.